Hello, Kingdom people. Welcome to the Saturday Night Show, the podcast here at Kingdom Life Ministries. This is something we've been doing for quite some time. We just want to welcome you today. Saturday, it's 2 o'clock. We have a special show today, a special edition, and we are excited about our guest that's coming on with us today. We've had a few technical difficulties, so we're just going to power through and make this happen the best way possible. And I know I've promoted and sent out some messages, and we have a special guest, Pastor Martin Subugala, all the way from Uganda. So we are excited to have him on the show. But before I bring him on, I want to continue to share the message of the kingdom and what we're doing and the demonstration of how we are internationally now, just continually spreading the gospel of the kingdom and sharing the relationships that we have. And I want to, in just a few moments, I'm going to bring Pastor Martin on with us, and he's going to share with us two things. One, we want to know what the message of the kingdom is doing in Uganda. And so we're excited about hearing his heart and his work there and how the kingdom is manifesting there in Uganda. And then he's going to share with us a little bit about his orphanage. I'm telling you, be prepared to be impacted, be touched in your life today. When you see the story, I'm going to share a video that he made for me about 3 years ago. And so we're going to talk about those two things. What's happening in our world? COVID's here. We're having stark problems and issues. Listen, today's message is going to be, when you hear the message of the kingdom and what's happening in Uganda, I guarantee you are going to be touched. Your life should change. You know, we are blessed here as United States citizens to be blessed to have indoor plumbing, electricity, internet, cars, the house, everything that we sometimes take for granted. Of when we see the story today of what's happening in Uganda and the hardship that's there, I'm telling you, you're going to be blessed. And we're going to give you opportunity today to bless the heart of Pastor Martin Subugala and his orphanage there in his school. So we're going to continue to share that. And so just for the next few moments, before I bring Pastor Martin on, I am going to, I want to show a video of what he is doing, but I'm going to give me just one moment here, and I will bring Pastor Martin on to come and share with us. Pastor Martin.
Hello, Pastor Chris.
My brother. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm so good. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad to see your face, man. After a long time.
It's been a long time. Yeah. Man, I think the last time you were here, I think you ministered to us. And I think at one of my meetings, one of my conferences, we played some music together.
Yeah.
And I love our relationship. And I'm going to take you up on your promise. I'm coming to Uganda one day.
Come on, man. You're welcome.
I'm serious.
We're praying about that. I know. Let this COVID thing go. I know you're going to come to Uganda.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think we met through the church in Denton, and we've shared our hearts, you and I, with one another, and instantly I had a connection with you. And I just want to tell you publicly, I admonish what you do. Your work there in Uganda is just outstanding, and I want you to share a little bit about that. But again, the two things I'd really like to share with people is, obviously, what we do here at Kingdom Life. You find us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, all that kind of good stuff. But I want to give people an opportunity to sneak peek into your heart. And I want you to share with us some things that are going on in Uganda. What's the atmosphere like? What's the economy? What's the heart of the people? What's on their minds? I know there's probably, just like here, there's discouragement, oppression, depression, all these type of things that, we're humanity. But then I'd love for you to tell you in the last part of the show today, I want us to talk about the orphanage, your school, the work that you're doing there, and how we can be an impact to you and to those children there. And I would love to show the video. I'm going to try to show that video. You remember that video that you made for me? I think it was about 3 years ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I love that. And I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to share today. Throughout the show, I'm going to have the the lower third here, if you can cash app to $ I am Kingdom Life, the contributions today are to Uganda. If you will title that Uganda, we want to bless Pastor Martin. I'm telling you, after I show this video, after we hear the heart of this precious man and the works that there, I want you to give. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20, $1,000, $10,000, whatever the Lord puts on your heart. We want to send that and bless. I'm going to tell you, you're going to bless some children today. You're going to bless Pastor Martin and his ministry today. This is one of the things that Kingdom Life does is partner with Pastor Martin. And so, Brother Martin, before you come on, I tell you what, why don't you share, before I show the video, why don't you speak to us? Tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, your children, your wife. Tell us how long you've been married, so that way the people get to know you a little bit. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Pastor Grace. My name is Martin Sebagala. Sebagala, yeah. I got married in 1994. We have 5 children. 4 boys and 1 girl.
You're blessed.
So we have a ministry called I Am Says the Lord Ministries.
I Am Says the Lord Ministries. Okay.
Yes. We promote biblical worship and we train worshipers. So that's what we're doing. I'm glad to let you know that all my children know how to play music instruments, they lead worship, and one day maybe we'll have a service together online so that you can see what God is doing, starting within the house. Me and my home and my family, we will serve the Lord. So that's what I am. I'm a leader in Uganda, in one of the districts. We are the worship and creative pastors, I and my wife Justine. The district has about 220 churches. So
Wow.
we are worship pastors. So that's what we're doing basically in Uganda. And we have an orphanage. We will talk about that one later, as you said.
Yes.
So that's what is going on in our lives.
Yeah. Real quickly, you have 5 children of your own, right? 5 children.
Yes.
Wow.
Five children of my own, and I have my 3 nieces with me, and 3 more spiritual children. So we are 11 people in my home since the lockdown took place. We are
Good.
11 in a 3-bedroom house.
Wow.
I don't know whether you can imagine that.
No, sir.
But we've seen God so great and has been a big blessing to us.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Again, as we continue, and Pastor Martin, you know me, I go really fast and all that kind of stuff, but I really just want to slow down here. And I love your heart. You know, sometimes here in my local area, in my group, in my community, you know, I've been doing Kingdom Life Ministries for quite some time now, for the last 10 years. And as we continue to expand, I love to hear, I'm going to be having some other friends, family, people on from other parts of the world and in our local community as well. And I love to hear when we reconnect with other individuals who are like-minded and who are listening to what the Spirit has to say, how our hearts are instantly connected. Sometimes, and I'm being transparent here in front of the whole world, sometimes I absolutely feel like I'm by myself. I'm the only one going through this, Pastor Martin. Nobody understands, right? We all play that song and dance. But when we reconnect with one another and we have an ability to share one another and allow people to see our lives and what God is doing here on the earth, I think that gives us a level of encouragement and allows us to bless one another and move into that other special dimension, that extra dimension into the Spirit, where we get to see the ethereal things of God, of what God is doing on the earth. And it's some hocus pocus for me. This is real life reality. So for those of you who are just joining, I have my good friend Pastor Martin Sebagala from Uganda, and he's going to talk just a little bit in a few moments about what God is doing there, how the kingdom manifestation is happening in Uganda, and then we're going to talk about his orphanage. Throughout the duration of our time together, our show, the podcast, whatever you'd like to call it, the scrolling Cash App is there for you to donate to $ I Am Kingdom Life. And if you just designate that as Uganda, we are going to bless Pastor Martin. If you're watching this after the show, after we're live, you still can do that. And here's what I'd like for you to do. If maybe you say you don't have the Cash App, maybe you don't have the technology. If you want to write a check, if you will write to us during the show, just in the comments, say $10, $20, $30, whatever the Lord puts on your heart. If you'll just write that in the comment, I promise you that I will connect with you and that we will get that to our dear brother, Brother Martin, okay? So if you'll do that, you can. If you don't want people to see what you're going to donate, I'm telling you, if you will just bless Pastor Martin from your heart today, $5, $10, $20, $100, $200, $500, whatever the Lord puts on your heart, write to us. We will make sure that we get that to Pastor Martin. Pastor Martin, before we move on, I'd like to do a couple of quick things here, and I want to show this video that you made for us, okay? So I'm going to attempt this. If you will just give me just one quick moment. I am the production guy in the back end of my stuff here, so I do all the clicking. If you hear the clicking, that's me back behind the scenes. So give me one moment here. This is such a wonderful video that you put together for me, and I think it was a little bit more than 3 years ago. So
more than that,
yes. Give me one moment here. And we are going to share this.
Hello, Pastor Chris Silva with Kingdom Life Ministries. We thank you so much for the support that.
Whoops. Well, we are having some troubles, aren't we? Are you there, Brother Martin?
I am there.
We are going to make this happen. We are going to make this happen. I promise you.
In Jesus' name.
Yeah. I want people to watch the video today.
Hello, Pastor Chris Silva with Kingdom Life Ministries. We thank you so much for the support that you've given us. We thank God who brought you in our lives. Thank you for standing with us to be able to give quality education to these children.
Well, I guess not. Well, I will show that. I will show that video if we can. I'll try it here again in just a moment. I apologize about the technical difficulties. But Brother Martin, welcome, my brother.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on in Uganda.
Yeah, I just want to thank God for what we're going through at the moment, which is a wild issue. I remember very well on the 18th of March, that's when the lockdown happened in your country. It was just abrupt that the president decided to lock the country, shut down the churches, shut down the schools, shut down each and everything. And I remember very well we used to read up scriptures that they quoted from the Bible, which is amazing because by that time everyone decided to turn to God.
Yeah.
They decided to turn to God because it was a moment whereby nobody knew what was going on. People could judge others. Why did the president lock down the country without helping the people to get ready about it? Things like that. But we thank God that happened. And we thank God for what we're going through. For your information, up to now, the churches are still locked down. Even when you have your own car, you are not allowed to drive more than 4 people in a car.
Really?
You are the driver and 3 other passengers, that's it.
Wow.
So even churches are still locked. Schools are still locked. No congregation is allowed. But we thank God because the buildings were locked down, but not my spiritual life, not my relationship with my heavenly Father. So I have a scripture that I want to talk about a little bit so fast, which people read, which pastors read, which leaders read to the people, and everyone was like, okay, yes, that's where we are now, according to the spiritual readings. This is Second Chronicles chapter 7, verse 13 and up to 16. If I shut the heaven so that no rain fall, or if I command rockets to devour the land, or if I send pestilence and plagues among my people, and my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and forgive their sin and heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to prayer offered in this place. For now I have chosen and sacrificed and set apart for my purpose this house, that my name may be forever, and my eyes and my heart will be there perpetually.
Wow.
If you read this scripture, there are three things that I can see in this scripture which are happening in our lives and which are happening worldwide. There is reset, reroute, and refocus.
Wow. Say that again, brother.
It's reset,
Reset,
and reroute,
reroute,
and refocus.
and refocus.
Three things that are very important during this lockdown, wherever you are. Because this lockdown is not only in Uganda, it's worldwide.
Yes.
Business people here used to travel and purchase things from China and goods from China to Uganda. They can't do that anymore. We used to travel to come to the States, to come to Boston, to come to Texas. I can't travel because there's a lockdown.
Yeah.
But what should we do? Why is this happening? There is a reset
Yes.
and a reroute and refocus. If I send pestilence and plague among my people, that is a reset. Things are being reset. We've seen the COVID-19 coming. Here in Uganda, we saw locusts. I don't know whether you saw anything in Uganda, but we had locusts in the country. So there was that reset. So God is like, hey, you've been going the other way. Come on, let's settle down. Come, let us reason together.
Yes.
Like when you get to phone, and maybe somebody donated you a phone which is big, you have to press that reset factory reset.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
the
good.
same thing during this lockdown. God was resetting each and everybody on this land of their living so that they can live according to the way He created them.
That's good.
So it is a risk. When we are putting under lockdown, it was a risk to think about what we've been doing. To think about your attitude towards God. To think about what you're doing towards your ministry. So God is ministry. So it's a reset.
Yes.
After that, the Bible says in verse 14 that, and my people who have called my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face. That's the road. You come back to the road, you come back to the line, you come back to the way that God wants you to walk. If you humble yourself, I've seen so many little people being so proud in whatever they're doing. When this COVID-19 came in, everyone was nervous. I saw people who had money and throwing money in this because it was useless to them. But the Bible says that if my people, I tell you, my brother Chris and everyone that's listening, during when the COVID started and the lockdown took place, we all went into our houses and started sitting down. I and my family were doing the same thing every day. We don't cry to God. We don't say, the church is not opening. If the church opens, to God be the glory. But if it doesn't open, no worry.
Yeah.
Because I worship and I give glory to God. We preach, my children preach, we share the word of God together.
Yes.
And we are stronger than ever before. So if you sit there and say, "Oh, we are under lockdown. What are we gonna do? Why don't the airports be open? Why don't children open, schools be open? Why don't the churches be open?" Churches to be open, that's good. That's good. But maybe there are things that you're doing in church, and God is like, "Hey, you're my son. Hang on a little bit. Reset yourself and refocus."
Yes, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
So, go ahead. You want to ask something?
No, go ahead. I want you to finish up. I was just going to come back and
Okay, and then I will hear from heaven and forgive their sins and heal the land.
wow.
So you have to focus.
Wow, yes.
We have to focus, brothers and sisters. Whoever listening to this, we have to refocus. After this lockdown, after everything comes to normal, you have to refocus. You have to change your ways. You have to change the way you think. Even as right now, we have to change.
Yes.
That's why we go online like the way we are. We've not been doing that. Chris was not been doing that like frequently because he's refocusing because it's this lockdown. So that's why I've come online. I've not been doing it.
Yeah.
So we have to refocus.
That's
So
good.
3 words that are very important in a human life today: reset, reroute, and refocus.
Yes, that's so good. Pastor Martin, I absolutely 100% agree with that in my spirit. And thank you for that. That's just a confirmation. You know, the resetting is so big. And I love what you're talking about with your family. I know I have 3 children of my own that don't live with me. One, my son lives with me, but my 2 girls are older. They're 23 and 21, and they're living life. And it's through this, it's always funny how, and it's ironic, and God has a sense of humor, right? So whenever there's tragedy here on the earth, God doesn't, he's not waking up and says, "Oh boy, I got a big mess here on my hands." No, it's for us to manifest the kingdom during these times of troubles and tribulations and these trials. And it's so sensitive and it's so precious that we get to the nucleus of families and friends that have drawn closer together. It's a little bit more intimate. We have to stay at home. We're not so much in lockdown here in the United States. We're getting a little bit more open and that, but I love that. And in 2016, the Lord had set that in my heart, the word reset, a resetting, and then that refocus. I call it the Reformation, and we, Brother Martin, are the agents of change. I believe in the next few weeks and months and years, we're really going to feel the impact of this, and I believe that we just can't go back into an old way of doing things because God is calling us to a higher place of praise. He's calling us to a higher position in our communities. He's calling us to take hold of our families and take those dominion, those power, those authoritative positions that He's given us. And not as tyrants, but in humility and in authority and dominion here on the earth, because the world now needs to see the manifestation of sons more than any other time. That, in my opinion, this is the now hour. This is the now hour for the manifestation of sons to walk in their power and authority and dominion. Before we move on here, our good friend Brother John says, "Hello, Brother Martin. Great seeing you on the broadcast." He says, "Love you, brother."
Yeah, man. Yeah. Love you, John, wherever you are. Yeah.
John and I are still good friends, so he says hello to you today. Again, my brothers and sisters, for those of you who are watching, we have Pastor Martin Sibagala on with us today. He is from Uganda. He just shared a little bit about the kingdom message, the prophecy, the prophetic, what utterance that they are feeling there. And while you are watching here, you can cash app. We want to be a blessing, and he's going to talk a little bit about the orphanage here in just a few moments. But if you have an ability to bless, we want to bless Brother Martin in his orphanage. I'm going to try to show this video. Hopefully we can. But you can cash app at $ I am Kingdom Life. Just designate that as Uganda. The contributions today we're going to impart to Brother Martin. And if you have an opportunity, maybe you don't have the cash app, but if you'll write to me, we have other ways. I just haven't been able to promote those because we are setting up some of those other ones like Venmo and PayPal and those type of things. So, but if you will write to me, we will get that blessing to Brother Martin. Brother Martin, tell us a little bit about what is the living like there. I know we were going to see some of the in the video there, but what's the heart of the people and outside of Christendom? You know, we're Christians, we believe in Jesus and those type of things. But what is the sense of the community there? What's the sense of the people just in the marketplace?
First of all, Uganda is a third world country for you. I know many people know that. But the poverty, the poverty level, the gap between the rich and the poor is so big.
Wow.
Uganda is where you find somebody driving a Mercedes-Benz ML class. You find others driving BMW X6 and other kind of cars, big cars.
Yeah.
And in Uganda is where you find somebody who doesn't even have a meal to live on. Other people can only have one meal a day. When it comes to school, but that's why we were like impressed, led by God to start up a school because children who can't go to school. When it happens to her, somebody can live on a like if somebody gets $1 a day, he can say praise God.
Wow.
So that's what is happening. Right now, the life is a bit difficult because of the lockdown. People just have like casual labor, and they don't want to congregate. I mean, to come in a group. So it's really hard for so many people that are in some places of work. So life is kind of difficult right now. But we thank God for His provision and His protection.
Yeah. Can you tell us, you know, we have what we use our term here, a minimum wage that somebody hires on in a job. What is, and just talk to us like we don't know, because maybe I don't know. What is your currency there? What we have dollars here. What's your currency there?
We have shillings. So
shillings.
Shillings. That's $1 is equivalent to 350 shillings.
Wow, 350 shillings. So can you tell us? So $1 is 350 shillings, and do people make that 350 shillings?
Huh? Sorry, I say 350 is 3,500.
Oh wow, big difference.
Shillings.
Okay, so $1 is 3,500 shillings. Can you tell us what a gallon of milk costs?
A gallon of milk. That's 3 liters. Let me
or a liter, yeah. Well, again, I'm using gallons. It's a liter there, right?
Yeah. Let's say a gallon of petrol or gas. It's like 1 liter. That's about 10,000. 1 liter is 4,000. So it's $1. It's $1 like 20 cents.
Okay.
Yeah. To buy a liter of milk.
Okay. And 3,500 shillings is that something somebody makes in a day or?
Yeah, that's a blessing if somebody can add that. There are those ones who can't even get that. Only get 1,000 like 50 cents.
Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm just mind blown. Listen, brothers and sisters, if you're listening live, if you're listening this at a recorded date at a different time, they're working for 3,500 shillings a day, which is $1. $1. I'm telling you, if we sent $100, and we haven't even started talking about the orphanage, we want to bless Brother Martin. I couldn't imagine. I know we're having struggles and issues here in our own financial situations, and we constantly seek, just as you do, and for your family and for resources. But I'm telling you, we can make a great impact. $10, $20, $50. Many of you out there listening, I know that God has given you provision and wealth to bless, and this is an opportunity for you to open up your heart and share with Brother Martin. This is amazing. It impacts me every time I talk to you. You know, I just know and everybody that's listening, I know there's hardships. The United States, wherever you are in the world, we're all having issues of financials, relations, all those type of things. But it's just amazing to me sometimes when we listen to the story of other individuals who are literally struggling because of their economy, their situations, the different types of economies. And you know what? While I bring that up, I want to share just a few moments, and I don't want to jump off track, but Brother Martin, I separate the world systems, our political system here. We supposedly live in a democracy here in the United States, and we have these two-party systems, Democrats and Republicans, right? So we battle, oh, I'm a Democrat, oh, I'm a Republican, we separate ourselves on issues, right? And then if I move over into the Christian area, we talk about, oh, I'm a Pentecostal, oh, I'm a Baptist, oh, I'm a Methodist, oh, I'm a Presbyterian, oh, I'm Lutheran, oh, I'm Jehovah's Witness, right? So we have these constant separations, right? What over there, I heard you say one time in one of your testimonies and sharing time that you talked about tribalism. Can you talk a little bit about that? I found that very interesting. Just a few moments here before we move on to the orphanage.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing as what is happening in the States when it comes to political side of it. We have the leading, the party that is in leadership, which is called the movement.
The movement?
NRM movement, resistance movement, and the opposition. We have parties, and we have another party now, which is like pressurizing the leading party, the party that is in leadership. So it's similar to what is happening in your country. So when it comes to tribalism, we are worried about what might come up next election, which is January, because one of the tribes here, which is where the president, the current president comes from, some other tribes are like, why have they been taken long, in power, 35 years in power? So they're not happy, other tribes are not happy about that. So you hear people, politicians on radio shows, and they're like, there will be manslaughter, there will be doing this. You people wanna run and come back to where you came from. So tribalism is inside there, but it's not like outside. Because you find that the leading party will go to offices, most of the people in offices are the same with the president. So things like that are in there. But as Christians, we pray that we don't have like something that happened in Rwanda, the Rwanda genocide. You know what happened? The killing of other tribes and people dying. So we, as Christians, as a church, we pray because we want freedom in our country.
Good. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Thank you for speaking to that. I would also like to, if you could paint a picture for us, we go here, our churches here, and I know you've been in them, these big cathedrals and their air conditioning and their chairs and the lighting and the drums and the music and the classes and everything. Real quickly, give us a description of what a church setting might look like there. I believe John told me one time when he went there to visit that church could be under a tree or under a bush. Is that correct? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we have churches. The churches are trying so much to see that they put up buildings, church buildings, because that is a demand from the government. We used to have pastors who didn't have wooden, theological background. So the government is bringing that law. They want us to be organized. Yes, we still have poor churches that fellowship under trees, and those ones that have shelters, but just a shelter, it's not a permanent building. And we have problems now with the land issues. Recently, there is the church which was broken down during the lockdown because of land wrangles. So we
because
have
of what?
Land wrangles, like people fighting for land. Somebody come and claiming that the land is his, he has a title. We have lands here which have like more than two land titles. So that's really bad. So We have big
we have
churches
big
too.
churches too.
We have
We
big
have
churches
big
here
churches here
that play
that play
good
good
music.
music.
Yeah, yeah.
I play
I
good
play
music
good
because
music
I teach
because I
people
teach
to
people to
play
play
guitars
guitars
and
and
sing, and
singing, and
I play
I play
drums and
drums and
saxophones and
saxophones and
all those
all those
Western
Western
instruments. We
instruments.
have
We have
adapted
adapted
actually
actually
your
your
instruments,
instrument,
but we
but
have
we have
our
our
traditional
traditional
instruments, the
instruments, the
drums.
drums.
I think
Yeah.
I think
when John
when John
Benedict came
Benedict
here,
came here,
I think
I
you
think
saw
you
them,
saw
and
them,
you
and
when
you
you
when you
come,
come,
you're
Yeah.
gonna
you're
see
gonna
them.
see them.
Yeah.
I'm ready to. Yeah, I promise you, one day I am coming to Uganda. I want to do that. Well, good. Thank you for sharing that. Again, for those of you who are watching, maybe you're jumped on here late, or that you're listening to this after at a later time. Again, Kingdom Life Ministries is on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. This is going to go everywhere. So wherever you're listening to this, we're going to continue to keep our Cash App scrolling there on the bottom at $ I am Kingdom Life. Please designate it with Uganda. We're going to be able to be a blessing to Brother Martin. Brother Martin, I am going to try this one more time. I'm going to try to share this video. Sit tight for just a moment. Let me see if I can get this going here. And I want people to watch this video. So let me try it
Come
out
on,
here.
let it play in Jesus' name.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's just try this here. So if you give me a quick moment here. While I'm doing this, why don't you tell others about the how when did you start the orphanage here? Let me see if this is going to play. Well, let's just see this. Let's just watch.
Pastor Chris Silva with Kingdom Life Ministries. We thank you so much for the support that you've given us. We thank God who brought you in our lives. Thank you for standing with us to be able to give quality education to these children and feeding them every.
No, no.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty of technology is also the pain of technology.
I know.
So,
Hello, Pastor.
yeah. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Well, tell us a little bit about your orphanage, Brother Martin.
It was in 2008. After I came from Hillsong, I went and started from Hillsong. And when I came back from Australia, from Hillsong, I came back to Uganda and started up a ministry called I Am Says the Lord Ministries. Like I told you, we promote biblical worship and train worshipers. But amidst when the ministry was going on, my wife was a matron on one of the weddings of a brother in church. But the brother left the marriage after having two children and went to Sudan. When he went to Sudan, this lady had nothing to do with the children. She decided to come to my wife and told my wife, "Hey, I need your help. My husband ran away." So my wife and I decided to take these children and give them education in other schools. We paid the tuition fees for them. And so this woman decided to go on telling people about what is happening. So when she told people, people decided to come to us asking for help.
Wow.
So that's how we started the ministry of a school, taking children to other schools.
Okay.
After some time, when I did that video, I decided to talk to God. We need to buy our own land. And I remember one day I was on my knees praying to God to give us money so we can buy land and have buildings. And I got a phone call from someone who was selling a school. So we decided 3 years ago, we decided to sign an agreement to buy the school. I have good news for everybody listening. Brother John knows it. We thank God that we've finished to make all the payments of $42,000 US dollars. So the school is paid. So we own the school now. We are
Wow.
now in the process of doing the registration. We are looking for $2,300 to do the registration in our names. So the government doesn't want us to call it orphanage school, but we're going to change the name according to the government. And the school is running now. It is on our hands. John Victor has been a very good support to us, and he too been supporting us. Our global videos are sent to you. We have 200, 200 and 291. So what's 74? My wife is behind me reminding me. We have 175 children in the school.
175 children.
Yeah, but not all of them are. We don't want to use that
Yeah.
word. But disadvantaged children. We have 20, 35 children staying with us in the school, and others new from home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you feed these children daily?
Yeah, we feed them daily, we give them breakfast, we give them lunch, and those ones who stay in the campus, we give them dinner and they sleep in the school.
Wow. And the contributions that we would be able to support would go directly for that is feeding children there in Uganda. And again, just blessing. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I will try it again in a few moments. I would really love for you to see. I know pictures are just so powerful, and the smile on these kids' face. To me, it blows my mind because of the conditions that you and I that we live here in the United States. We're just blessed and have an opportunity to bless others. Why don't you tell us a little bit, if you can, about the orphans? How, I don't want to be, I want to be sensitive to the fact, but they're motherless and fatherless. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
The fathers and mothers, the children here that are orphaned. Some of them has at least a mother.
Okay.
But the husband is gone. Some of them the accident because we have motorcycles, call them borders. Somebody buys a motorcycle, comes on the road and takes a passenger, like a taxi, like special hire. You hire a motorcycle to take you somewhere.
Yeah.
But you hired somebody who doesn't have driving skills. So people have died from that.
Wow.
Others it's just HIV. Others it's normal sickness. Others may have just decided to ignore their responsibility and they left the women just like that with the children.
Okay.
So few are total orphans. Just very few, like maybe 3, but others at least they have a relative or a grandma, but because of poverty, the grandma cannot do anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're just faced with challenges in so many different ways. My heart goes out to you. That's why I wanted to bring you on today, and I'd like to do this more often. We chose a time. I think you're at 9 or 10 o'clock there at night. And we're here in the middle of the afternoon here, Saturday afternoon. It's bright and sunny here. Again, for those who might be watching, might be listening, please take the time to make a contribution today. Cash App at $I am Kingdom Life. Designate that as Uganda, and we will make sure that blessing and gets to Brother Martin. The blessings of God are, God is sovereign. What we could ask God, well, why are you doing all of this? Why can't just everybody be fed in the world? That's a pretty big question, right? We're not going to unpack that today.
Yeah, I know.
But all the provisions in the earth God has created for us and given us opportunity, and the mindset that those who are listening, those friends that might be listening to my podcast and who are faithful followers of this, listen. We wrap our minds around, what shoes. We just go to the fridge, grab a Coke. We just grab us a hamburger, at one of the local joints, or a taco, whatever. I don't think, and I'm not trying to over just, be really dramatic about this, but I think the living conditions there, we take for granted what we have here in the United States, because we get on Instagram, we see the Snapchats of all the stars and the things that they have and everything, and we get upset, Brother Martin, when our iPhones and our internet doesn't work and our world turns upside down, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really silly. And then, but if we have that comparison, and we just, I'm telling you, we just want to bless you. I want to bring you on the show again, and maybe we could get out in the community to maybe really see how we could help and continue to grow our relationship. You know, my commitment for you, I know it's been tough and challenging for us as well, but I'm trying to let those who follow me, your contributions that you make to Kingdom Life, this is what we do to help support others out there. And Brother Martin is one of my lifelong. He will continue to be my lifelong, and anything that I can do to be a blessing to him, to be a blessing to his ministry, that we can bless these children. That's what we are here for. That's what God's put in my heart, not so that I can live, in some big mansion in the house here on the world, but we put our mansion and our love up in the heavenlies, right? So,
Right.
Brother Martin, tell us, how could we, outside of financial support, how can we pray for you, brother? What can we pray for you and your family, and for those helpers around you? What can we pray for you with?
Just to be able to help many people, many other people. Just to know God, to know Him more, so that we can be a real Christian in the community. That's what we want.
Okay.
We want to see that people see Jesus in us, because you can do so many things. Finances and people help, but but we want people to see Jesus in our lives, and God to use us so that we can win so many people into His kingdom.
Yes.
We talked about the financial issue, but just pray for us that we get that money and we do the registration of the school. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. And talk to us a little bit more about what else could we look at or know that maybe something, maybe a question I didn't ask. What else would you like for us to know? Share with us something that we don't know that you'd like for us to know about.
I can say so many things, but I would love everyone listening to come and visit. I may do these videos and send them to you, but when you come here and visit us and see what we're talking about, it makes more sense. And I know if you come, God speaks you in a different way.
Yeah.
I've seen that in John Bendick's life, Brother John Bendick. When he came here, he always had Uganda in his mind. It's different. It's because he saw it. So if you come, you see it yourself, so that you can know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So Uganda is a beautiful country. We are welcome people. In the way we are, come stay with us in our small house. You will not stay in the hotel. So come and visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I showed this video to my kids when he sent it to me, and they were, it was 3 years ago, so they were still 18, 20, 19, and they were blessed. I try to tell them, I mean, it gives you a different perspective, perspective, and we have an opportunity to be a blessing to others. We have an opportunity to be a blessing to others, and that's what we want to do. Sometimes, and I had made reference to it, that sometimes I feel like I'm alone. But I just want you to know, Brother Martin, that, we support you, we uphold you, and we are all in this together. We are all in this together. We're looking for the not just the next big show. We're not looking just for the next big leader, right? But God, I think through this time that God is also raising up those individuals who have been hidden for a while, and maybe we don't go back to one of the things I'm sharing here. Maybe it's not something that we just look for as for example, I'll use me for an example. Oh, Chris is going to be a pastor and he's going to start a church. Maybe God's not calling us to that. Maybe he's calling us to be a better taxi cab driver. Maybe he's calling us to be a better school principal. Maybe he's calling us to be a better police officer. I believe that God is injecting us into our communities in community.
Exactly. Yeah. Recently, I was talking about my children. One is doing medicine. Two of them are doing medicine. One of them has 1 year to finish. Another one has two is in his second year. Others are teachers. But I told them that when you complete your course and you go to that place of work, don't work because you are looking for a paycheck. Just look at those people as God's people. Look at that office as a ministry. Serve God's people. God is the only one who has a very, very big check that will pay you. Don't look at the paycheck. Because we've seen midwives here. When women who are pregnant go into labor ward, these women smack, meaning beating the women. When they tell them, push the baby, I'm not the one who pregnanted you, push the baby. And they smack them, they beat them, So you can imagine, is that person doing that? Was he really called to do that? Does he have God's fear in him or up? We have teachers that teach children. So that means that's what they are calling. They just went into that office because they're looking for a paycheck. So I concur with you that maybe God called us to do different things, not to be pastor because you see somebody is a pastor, not to be a worship leader because somebody is doing worship because it's your friend. So it's very important to do everything that you're doing and you take it as somebody serving God's people.
That's good. That's good. We're agents of change. And I've said this before. If not us, then who?
Right.
If not now, then when?
Yeah.
I believe that now is the hour for the people of God to manifest and to rise up in their power and their authority and their dominion in the community that God has planted them in. So you're there in Africa. I'm here in Texas. I'm here in the United States. Wherever you're listening today, please know that you can make an impact. Wherever you are, you do not have to be a positional person. Maybe God put you in positions of power. I believe that God directs our steps in everything that we do. But wherever you are, regardless of your addiction, regardless of your financial situation, God is raising you up. And that's one of the things that I wanted to take away from us today. While we are in our financial situation, while Brother Martin is in his financial situation, we are still kingdom people. We're kingdom minded. We're following after the Spirit. God, what are you saying today for in this hour? If you just happen to join with us today, I love the three things that Pastor Martin had started off with. Reset your mindset. The second one was reroute. Yeah, he's moving you into a new direction, new areas, new boundaries, new mindsets. I prophesy and declare and decree that new songs, new ideas, $1 billion ideas out there. Why does the world always get $1 billion ideas? Why is it that Elon Musk and these other guys get these brilliant ideas? Those belong in the people of God. I pray for that for all of us, and that we can be a blessing to others. And then the last one was the refocus. Yeah. I believe that God's calling us to a higher place. the things that we've put our eyesight on. We walk by faith and not by sight. I believe that we have man and humanity has put our focus on man with powers of position, and our focus was on that. Now he's saying, hey, reset your mindset, refocus on me. Look at the producer and not the production. Yeah. So he wants us to don't do what Eve did. She got her eyes off of the producer and looked at the production, the produce, what the producer had produced. See, she got her eyes off God. We can't do that. I believe this is the now hour. So for those of you who are watching, I'm not going to take too much time. Brother Martin, come back and be with me. Come back be with me, and let's spend some more time together. For those of you who are watching, again, Cash App at $ I am Kingdom Life. Designate that as Uganda. And if you don't have a Cash App account, that's fine. Please write to us. We'll make sure that we connect and we get the message and the donation and the blessing to Brother Martin, because that's what we want to do. That's what Kingdom Life is here for, is to share in that relationship, to partner in that relationship. This is what Kingdom Life does. Many of you ask what we do here at Kingdom Life. This is what we do. We partner with fellow workmen like Brother Martin. Brother Martin, why don't you close us out with something else, something that's on your heart? Why don't you share with us as we close out today?
I just want to encourage everyone that is listening to me. This is what I've realized, that you people, you are scared than we are.
That we're scared?
You are skilled.
Skilled, yes.
Yeah. So you are skilled than us. So I would like to invite you. If you have a skill, please come and use it here in Uganda. We will benefit from that. If you are a teacher, even if you are not a teacher, because English is your language, English is my language. So if you can come and just love your children and just have your children, just teach them how to speak English, it will be very blessed. And I know your life will be blessed too.
That's good.
That's what I can say. I encourage you. I know this will go. Please think about it. I pray for you. Come with Brother Chris. Come with Brother John. Come as a team. We have lots of things to do. I'm a leader here. I will take you to different churches you preach. And you encourage the brothers and sisters. We can organize conferences to come and speak to the lives of my people. That's what I can say.
Yeah. Well, definitely we want to help you financially. And then when things open up, I am definitely coming to Uganda. I've got to do that. That is my bucket list. The one thing that I am going to do in my lifetime is come visit with you. And this dropped in my spirit as you were saying that, maybe you're saying, I can't quit my job. I can't go to Uganda right now. I've got my own family. We get that. So maybe it can be a financial blessing. But for those of you who have the ability and the talent, the thing that came to my mind is, for those of you who have the talent and the ability and the time and the provision to go to Uganda when the time allows, it's not a life move. Maybe we can go over there for a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months. Any contribution is you planting a seed in the earth and the life of a child, an individual, and give that support. Are we in agreement with that, Brother Martin?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So any contribution that we can give, whether, like he said, it's your skill. God's given you an ability and a talent and a gift. Don't bury it in the ground.
That's right.
But invest it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially. Go ahead.
I wanna share with you a praise report of I came to Bethel School of Worship, and I met a lady. On the last day when the school was ending, I was there for 1 month in the School of Worship in Bethel. This lady approached me and she was like, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Uganda." "Oh, really? I had a dream to come to Uganda when I was 14. She's speaking to me at when she was 49 years of age.
Wow.
She had a dream at the age of 14 in Uganda. So that's how God does things. But when she came here to start a blessing to the children, and God has used her to do great things, and I'm like, I was flabbergasted. And I'm like, God is amazing. God is amazing. So wherever you are, brothers and sisters, I know God
Yes.
is, you have this serve a living God. He's speaking to you right now. He spoke to you. You remember very well. Don't run away. Don't shy away. God spoke to you. Do what God told you to do.
Amen. Amen. All right. Hey, well, I'm going to let you go, Brother Martin, and I'm going to try to run this show, the video one more time. But thank you for being on, and we'll talk to you again in just here a little bit. But we'll talk to you again. For those of you who are watching again, we want to just thank Brother Martin for being on with us today. I know that the word that went forth today, the sharing, we had some few technical difficulties, but that's okay. Take the time to be a blessing with Brother Martin at Cash App, $ I am Kingdom Life. Designate that as Uganda. I'm going to try to share this one more time here on the video here, because I would really love to make that impact. And I apologize for the technical difficulties. It doesn't look like it's going to allow me to. But I'm going to post this video again on all our pages, so that way you can watch this video that he has sent to me, and just let it penetrate into your heart, let it drop into your spirit. Let's be the change that we want to see in the earth. I know that's a cliche, a political cliche that came out of a political running and a campaign, but I want us to be an impact. Not just because I love what he said. It's our skill set. It's our ability, our ability to plant a seed in Uganda by our financial blessing. But it's also the things that we can do here on our earth and in our own community, in our own homes. Just as Pastor Martin was sharing with him and his family. It's a time for us to reset ourselves, to refocus, and to reform and to redirect. It's all of those resets. It's a starting over, not going back into an old place and into an old paradigm, but it's actually moving into the kingdom dynamic of what it is. This is, again, Coach Chris coming to you live here Saturday. You can write to me at Coach Chris at I Am Kingdom Life. Coach Chris at I Am Kingdom Life. You can also find us on Facebook, but this is a place where we teach kingdom life principles and spiritual concepts. Obviously, you can like us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and this is a big one. You got to text the word Kingdom Life. Text the word Kingdom Life to 22999. You'll get our weekly support words. We send out words of encouragement, sometimes 2, 3, 4 times a week. We're getting great response from individuals that are hearing from that and getting our messages on a weekly basis. So again, we were talking with our brother Pastor Martin Sibagala. Please take the time, Cash App, $ I am Kingdom Life. Send $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever you can, whatever the Lord puts on you. I'm speaking to somebody that today who has deep pockets out there. God's giving you provision. You're listening to his voice today. Whatever you can contribute, whatever you hear and sense in the spirit, don't hesitate. Move quickly. Respond to us. Write to me. You got Facebook. You got if you know my cell phone number, call me, text me, send me a word. Say, hey, Brother Chris, Coach Chris, I'm sending you 10. I commit to 20. I commit to $50, $100, or whatever that dollar amount is. We want to make sure that we get it in the hands of our brother Martin Sibagala. They're having difficulties. You heard the words and the testimonies and the financial situations. Listen, I have my hand up too. I know that I'm having financial struggles. We all are. We all live in this uncertainty place. But every dollar, $5, $10 had such a huge impact in the hands of our brother there in Uganda because of the power of the dollar bill. So I want you to do that. Again, Coach Chris coming to you live Saturdays. We just want to welcome you. Thank you so much for being with us today. We pray for you. We lift you up. We encourage you. This is what we do here. We've been doing this for quite some time, but this is the place. This is a place to share dangerous ideas, new concepts. I profess and I speak into the universe, new ideas, new concepts, new books, new songs, new business ideas, new breakthroughs. Things that you've never thought were possible are going to be possible because you're going to see the manifestation of it. It's going to be a resetting in your life. Maybe it's a new relationship, not just a job. Maybe it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a marriage. Maybe God wants to bless you with a house or a car. Whatever that is, we look for the manifestation. Let his kingdom come. Let his will be done here in your life. We want to take the things of the Spirit and concept and make that a true manifestation, application into this natural world. And that's what we are. We deny the influence of the world. We don't adopt to them. We adapt. We're agents of change. Where we have an ability to let me see, the scripture says, wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We're wise as serpents, harmless as doves. He'll send you out 2 by 2. Be safe out there. Be challenged. Be promoted. You're empowered. You are people of destiny. You are people of strength and dignity and respect and honor. You were created in his image. Be blessed. If you're getting this message, remember that you're not just the resistance, but you're the reformation sent to here on earth to be a blessing to those who are in a dark and a place in their life and be the salt of the earth. Be blessed, and we'll talk to you again. Take care.